Most of us think compulsively all the time. That is to say, we talk to ourselves. If I talk all the time, I don't hear what anyone else has to say. If I think all the time, that is to say, if I talk to myself all the time, I don't have anything to think about except thoughts. And therefore, I'm living entirely in the world of symbols. Therefore, if you meditate for an ulterior motive, that is to say, to improve your mind, to improve your character, to be more efficient in life, you've got your eye on the future and you are not meditating. Well, meditation, when correctly done, has nothing to do with all that. It's a kind of digging the present. It's a kind of grooving with the eternal now. The place where it's at is simply here and now. If you simply close your eyes and allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are going on around you, just listen to the general hum and buzz of the world as if you were listening to music. Don't try to identify the sounds you're hearing. Don't put names on them. Simply allow them to play with your eardrums. It's all just sound. And if I am talking to you right now and you're doing this, don't try to make any sense out of what I'm saying, because your brain will take care of that automatically. You don't have to try to understand anything. As you hear sounds coming up in your head, thoughts, you simply listen to them as part of the general noise going on, just as you would be listening to the sound of my voice, or just as you would be listening to cars going by or to birds chattering outside the window. So look at your own thoughts as just noises. And soon you will find that the so-called outside world and the so-called inside world come together. They are a happening. Your thoughts are a happening, just like the sounds going on outside. And everything is simply a happening, and all you're doing is watching it. It's all just sound. The place where it's at is simply here and now.
What is up, guys? Give me 1 second here. Evan Aldo here. What is going on today, guys? Really appreciate you guys for tuning in to the live stream. Hope you guys are doing well. We're standing up today. We're making, big gains on life. I don't know what the hell I'm saying, but yeah, I mean, I was right this time about us coming down. And those big anchor waves and those higher time frames, guys, they do not lie a lot of the times. Money flow crossover on the daily combined, mind you, combined with these great EMAs. It's a rare bearish sign. Now, I don't think it's going to be that catastrophic. I woke up this morning and all the elevators, I'm high up. I'm in the penthouse because I'm a cool kid. I'm just kidding. But I'm high up, in my building, and all the elevators are down. We had a minor flood, some issue in a closet somewhere. They're fixing it. And then Bitcoin was dumping. My short hit on the ETH, as you could see down below on Bybit. If you want to check out Bybit, you get $100 airdrop bonus thing. Yeah, if you sign up to any links down below, by the way, and this was a trade I announced in the Discord yesterday. I'll show you that. Should be okay to do so. And yeah, we were working on getting out this spam in the Discord, so fixing that issue. I think I just fixed the issue. I think I just found the issue. I was talking with David. Shout out to David Brumbelow, 100% not financial advice. He was helping me a little bit, telling me they were getting notifications. You spammers, you bots, I don't know what the hell it is. We're getting those out, cleaning that up, getting that out of there, deleting all that crap. So fixing up the server. Never had an issue with that too much over the years, so kind of new to me. But yeah, this was the East Short setup. Got stopped out in one before. Got the little Wojak, Wojak thing right there. So yeah, taking the East Short setup. So yeah, and let's see. So yeah. That's it. If you guys are interested in Discord, a link down below. I'm like 90% sure right now. Not going to be no other dumb notifications. So yeah, fix that up and should be good. But never say, sometimes you speak too soon. So yeah. But let's see here. Always appreciate the likes, guys. And yeah, let's see here. EMA is coming down. Right there would be a decent spot. So, you got the LX here in the 10 hour. I mean, it's obviously going to be more of a, a bearish situation. Could easily break down from this structure, bringing you down to about 55, something like that, something of that nature. And yeah, right there, that's coming down. So that's the thing. Obviously, the first thing I showed you, important, probably the most bearish general time frame. I mean, I guess you could argue could get, a bull div eventually here, but that could be, it could take time before that really plays out. So something of this nature, I would kind of guess, potentially into the end of May. If it is a sell in May, walk away type situation. Now, most comparable right now would be to over here. Now, we know it's going to be probably a little bit different than, April or May of 21. I would think less catastrophic, and I would think we may hit the bottom quicker. I mean, the true bottom here was around June, and then it took even longer to really, finally come back. I think that this time around would be more similar to this type of situation where you came down, but you recovered faster. That's what I would kind of guess here. But we'll see. We definitely got to see here. Again, the main thing that I think is important to realize too, especially on the weekly, looking for like a trigger wave or something come June, I think would be a really no-brainer place. I think so. So let's see. Yeah, your long AZTV could be. Yeah, but really appreciate you guys. The other one. Others versus Bitcoin. Interesting one to look at. Also, the total 3 versus Bitcoin is another one, though. Did I do others versus... Oh, wait. Others versus... Did I do others versus total 3? Others versus Bitcoin we wanted. Okay, yeah. Voluptuous Blood Diamond. Wild, pretty... Okay. Blood Diamond there. Now, obviously, yeah, this was your sweet spot. That was considerably part of your sweet spot there, kind of where they bottomed out against Bitcoin. Then you had your higher low. I mean, with the 4-year cycle, you would argue that was the low. Do we make a higher low here? Do we make a lower low? I have no idea. However, I do think it would be probably advantageous to kind of wait and see you know, at least get a trigger wave on the weekly before starting to DCA back into alts, maybe, you know, at least a few more weeks, I think. You know, at least a few more weeks. See what happens in this, you know, in this environment. I stopped DCAing in, and now I'm waiting to maybe put some more in potentially in June. So yeah. And I was just looking at Case-Shiller, you know, housing prices index. That is a little bit concerning there. You know, if we do go into a recession or whatever, but I don't think it's going to be, you know, too much longer before. I mean, the thing now is rate cuts are favored for November. I want to see what Powell says in tomorrow. Definitely want to see what Powell says. I think that, like, I know people are still like all negative about inflation and stuff, but I don't think it's that. Like the metrics I'm looking at in terms of inflation, guys, oil prices, that's a big metric of it, gas prices, this is rejecting, and it probably will continue to reject. Look at this weekly, is this a bear div? I think it almost is. Yeah, almost. I would give based on the wick, yeah. I mean, depending, money flow coming out, that's a bear div. You're probably going to reject for oil and come down more. Okay, that brings inflation down. And yeah, let's see here. And then that orange juice too, I think will probably come down. So some metrics, some other things that never could come down. Cattle, let's take a look. Looking on that monthly, like it may finally come down. That could have been the top, right? Well, okay, I made a slightly higher high, but you know, general area could be the top, headed down. That's what I potentially think here. That 3 week is atrociously bearish, very bearish. So yeah, and let's see what else is going on. What else is happening here? Tesla is kind of rejecting from that point. We'll see what happens with Tesla. I'm not sure. But let's look at the SPY, and you know, traditional markets are down too. Generally, you know, we got our in that downtrend, then you're coming up a little bit. Can you survive and keep going here and break upward? So far, you know, you're rejecting. You know, these trigger waves and such potentially could bring us down farther. Now, if we do something of this nature again, let's say we do something of this nature, for anything in the 480s may be enough to get Powell to pivot. When is this? That's not that long, actually. It probably could be a little bit longer in that week, but the moment you come down to around 480 here, things get a lot different. Inflation comes down, I presume. DXY probably comes up a bit, I would presume as well. I don't know what's going to happen with this. So far, it looks like it's going to keep going up. Other thing, you know, DXY versus, or let's actually go Bitcoin versus DXY here. And I mean, this was just, you know, factoring inflation, which I think the DXY this is something that people look at money supply, which I think is pretty good. Yeah. David Brumball, shout out to David Brumball. Really appreciate you, man, for, you know, helping me out, telling me what was going on in Discord. I just changed another setting in the settings. Like I had ChatGPT help me. My guy, I messaged my guy about it. He was a little confused by it. He's not exactly sure why, because he looked at the settings and he wasn't sure why you guys are still getting these notifications, because we have it turned off. It's always been turned off, and we've never really had this issue in the Discord for, you know, the years I've done it. Not to the extent it has been. So I think something got weird, but I just changed another like setting that ChatGPT told me to change. So I think I'm maybe 80% sure that they might have finally solved the issue. I wish somebody could, oh man, if somebody could test it, if we could have somebody try to post a link or something to test it. But yeah, today the guns are not out. Probably gonna work out or do something fitness related after this. My elevators are down in my apartment right now. I'm up really high, so it's gonna take a while to walk down. I think one elevator they got back up, but yeah, is what it is. Let's see. So yeah, smash the like button, guys. Always appreciate that. And so yeah, back to this chart. Look, I mean, you still technically did not make a new all-time high versus the Dixie. You know, that was really your all-time high here. You didn't quite get, see these, what, you didn't quite get there. I mean, maybe on regular, I'm going to look stupid if it, no, even on regulars. Yeah, even on regular candles. So yeah, I mean, look, that's, oh, do we have a monthly on regulars? I haven't looked at regulars in a minute. Come on. Not yet. 3 week though, just like Heikin-Ashi. So I would argue, yeah, this absolutely could bring you down farther. Now, how much farther? I don't know. Probably not that bad. I kind of feel like in the real long term, you're probably going to, you know, eventually break up from here. I don't know what that type of 400%. I mean, 400% from say 6, that'd be too high. I think that'd be crazy over 200K. But yeah, so yeah. Try it on a browser. I don't use, oh, Discord. I'm not sure what you mean by that. So yeah, and the Discord thing. Yeah, I'd have to make another. It's complicated to test out and try to post a Discord invite or a link or something. But yeah. So yeah, I do think you can come down farther, like I mentioned. I do think there's a decent shot of coming down farther here. Let me just, why is my... I just want to make this a little bit easier for me here. And yeah. Shiba Inu. Yeah, I mean, I think it would be likely that it would come down a bit farther, down to these areas eventually here, especially on that 2-day. Daily's pretty bad too. Yeah. But once you get that 90 or 60 something, almost 70% correction for Shiba Inu, could be done. But I think you may revisit. These areas. So yeah, Canadian dollar. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I have no idea here. I would guess it would probably reject. But I don't know. Tough to say. Or keep going. Yeah, because if it's USD versus, yeah, theoretically, if things go down, it probably would break upward, which it probably will. Yeah. That's the opposite. Yeah. Nvidia. Yeah, looking more like we're in a rollover. Looking more like she's going to reject and roll over. That's what it's looking like. Let's see. PayPal was up today. Told you guys PayPal was fighting back. Just a little bit. There she goes. Yeah, up to 70. It's like the unicorn that's going to keep going up while everything goes down. How was Pfizer? I think that's probably not as impressive. Yeah, that one just keep falling down. Anyway, projects I'm looking to grab. There's a lot, man. I mean, crypto.com. I mean, it's how long do you have? There's a lot. This one's actually holding up relatively well. I would assume you'd probably come back to like 9 or 10 cents, but this one could hold up better than a lot of others. I mean, I may change my view a little bit if we do like maybe confirm a trigger wave there in the 4-day, but I think really you want to wait for one on the weekly. But I do like crypto.com. Some other ones, I mean, Matic is, I just want to look at Matic Bitcoin, how that fared during during this. Okay, coming down a little bit more. Maybe if you could get here, yeah, in the next coming weeks, maybe making a slightly lower low against Bitcoin. So yeah. OP, yeah. A short setup on optimism, yeah. Okay, trigger wave right there. Looks the same as a lot of other things. Yeah, I mean, the common sense kind of short setup on this is going to be, I mean, just see what, yeah. So if you went right here, obviously your swing high is there. Yeah, that's a nice one. That would probably be a really decent short. Is it, where can you trade this? Where's, BitMEX? Yeah, it's not, BitGet, no, that's not, hold on a second. The USDT pair you want here, I think. For leverage trading, I'm trying to think, can you leverage trade this on, well, let's look at on Bybit, maybe you can. No, yeah, you can, okay. Perpetual, yeah. That could be a good one. Maybe I'll do, yeah, why not? Do I have, yeah. No, you could, yeah, we got, let's see here. Why not? It looks like a good setup. I'll give you guys a little freebie. Yeah. We'll do this trades. Let's see. Oh my God, 20%. So we got to go super low leverage. We got to go, let's just go like 2 or 3. Let's just go 2x, honestly. If we did, so 20% of, if we did like a 10, so let's do 5. So we had 10,000%. Okay, risking 2 grand on that. I don't know if I want to risk like a full 2 grand. Okay, we'll do a. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll try to limit into this. Again, guys, it's not always going to be. Did that hit? Hold on. See something here. Oh shoot. Okay. Give me 1 second. I gotta turn something on here. Okay. Let's try this again here. I think our quantity we wanted was 4,000, and we want to sell short. Oh yeah, that's the you gotta, because the prices, yeah. We'll get it. There I think we, no. Maybe do that. Just trying to limit in. I should just mark it in. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we got in there, and then our stop loss is going to be, I'll post this in the Discord. We'll do a stop at like, we'll go above do 282 to be safe, I guess. I mean, 281, 282. Okay, that's fine. And then we want to go right around to that point. Yeah, 183 we'll do, round up on the. And we'll take out, yeah, for this we're taking out like 3,000. Yeah, we'll take out a good amount here. Reduce only, and then we'll buy the long. So yeah. I don't think we have a crazy turnout right now. So I'll give this as a little bit of a freebie if you guys are interested in Discord, if you want 1 free month, or if you want to take this trade, potentially, not financial advice, it could easily get stopped out. Not every trade wins, but if you sign up to Bybit, you could do it on Bybit, link down below. But if you deposit at least $100 on any exchanges, Bybit, MEXC or FAIRDESK down below, I'll give you 1 free month in Discord. Just open a support ticket, and you open a support ticket with your UID and the exchange you signed up on, and then I'll get you sorted. Going short on OP entry 2 point. Well, let's see, what entry did we get here? 2.33. Take profit. what did we want? Okay, well, we got our stop. Okay. And then 1.83. Our stop loss is going to be 2.82. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Solana. Salami. I think the optimism one would need some time to cook here. Like I mentioned, Sol is one that probably will come back to this pocket, I think, at some point. We already made a lower low, so, well, not exactly a lower low, but, no major signs of recovering just yet. I do think that what we may see is what could be forming is not a trigger wave, more of a, situation like this. See what I mean? So, something like that. And then hopefully we would recover from $80. If you were to break down from there, obviously it could get kind of ugly, but I don't think that's going to happen. $50 or 40 to 50 would be your next kind of big pocket. I don't think we have to worry about that, but we'll see what happens. So yeah. And just trying to think here. Yeah. High anchor wave, yeah. It looks like on a lot of these, you're going to have to wait for that weekly. You come down to this somewhere in this pocket, you wait for that weekly trigger wave, you're good. Can we hold this line? Right now, we'll probably hold something. We'll probably get a little bit in the short term. Maybe not, though, man. I'm not seeing 15 minute. Yeah, 15 minute usually don't mess around, but yeah. It's up plenty. So, yeah. A Litecoin, that is a snooze fest, that and Ripple. Curious, two others. If we do some like big fib levels and such, ooh. I don't think we really have to worry about that. I mean, that would be so catastrophic. What would that be? 76. Okay, not the end of the world, but yeah, if you're looking at like the same, it's probably worth marking out that fib level. And then if we do come down there, buy. So yeah. Hmm. $30-year treasury, probably not too much change since yesterday. Slightly higher. Damn. 30-year mortgage rate's got to be nuts. Wow. Yeah, back up to that. I don't know if this will go up that. We could be getting there. If the SPY keeps going down, guys, we're getting there. I mean, all we need on your, 30-year treasury. Still looks like it may give a little bit more. Either a double top, maybe just a teeny bit more. Everybody's going to be talking about it if you make a higher high here. And then that could be a good sell signal, I guess, or top signal. ETH, okay, we didn't look at ETH too much. Your 3 blood diamond and your money and your EMAs are gray. And your money flow is coming out on the daily, about to go into the red, already in the red in Bitcoin, mind you. Yeah, I would assume you probably would break down from these levels. If you break down from here, 2600. I think 2600 is a good place. Like that would be the place where I would start looking to DCA more, you know, if you could get there and then keep going down into these lower areas if you do come down lower. So if we look at, that's about 36% down. 40% down would be that 24. I think 24 to 2600 is a big place. If we do lose that, I wouldn't imagine you'd be below that for that long. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, we came up so much here, yeah. And then, AVAX, that 3 week. Ooh, that's another one. Like this is, that's the thing with this. Like, oh, let me look at. I think I have more stuff on the. Yeah, that's the thing. You lose kind of. I mean, I'm not saying you're going down to freaking. What would that correction be? 6. And we have seen a lot of stuff go down. That 60 something percent. That 21 marker would be a big point. Not too much in between. Short term though, that 15 minute, yeah, that 15 minute. I kind of think the swing short idea. I just want to see what are some funding rates right now. Like, okay, slightly negative on OP, slightly positive on ETH. I want to see Bitcoin, what people are doing with Bitcoin. And Bybit has one of the highest like liquidities. Like, you know, a lot of people are using Bybit, so it gives you a, you know, people are still generally kind of going along a little bit more. So yeah. And yeah. Super choppy. Okay. Oh yeah. Amazon reporting earnings. Let's look at Amazon. I would guess that their earnings may be down. That's what I would guess, but I could be wrong. Amazon's got some sleazy sales tactics, man. Like, I was trying to cancel some subscription to something on like Amazon Video or whatever, and it wouldn't let me do it on mobile. It said like you can't cancel a subscription on mobile. You got to go on desktop. They know, you know what I mean? Like they're reading your mind, man. Like they know. Based on the 3 week, based on the 2 week, I would guess that the earnings wouldn't be so hot and we would kind of come down when they're announced. How do you trade that? Like if you want to trade, like do I buy option? Do I buy put options right now? If I want to bet that earnings are going to be bad, I wonder. You'd probably do a leverage, yeah, and then you could probably cash it out in post market, right, or something. I would guess, yeah, with these LXs and such. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I would guess earnings wouldn't be so hot and we'd come back down. I think you could. I mean, earnings makes shit shoot down. I mean, they could shoot down to this wick, man. They could shoot right down to that area. I would guess. Yeah, buy some put options. Is Apple coming up with earnings? I think they are too, right? They're getting a little jump off of here. Does look good on the weekly. We just gotta see if that confirms 3 days. We'll see. 2 week, I don't like the money flow, but I mean, you were coming up with a wave. NDQ, let's take a look. So, yeah, kind of like the SPY in the sense that now it's, you know, these VWAPs on these time frames would kind of, you know, demonstrate the possibility of rolling over some more. Yeah, it's coming down there, yeah. Trigger wave. That's your main bull case. I mean, talk about the bull case, that trigger wave bring you up. CZ just got 4 months. In what prison? Let's take a look at that actually. Says 4 months, 3 years. Okay, doubles. Okay. Let's see. 4.3 is BNB dumping because of this? Probably not, because he's not even the CEO anymore. Oh, okay, I see here. Where's he gonna go? I wonder where he'll go to. He'll go to an actual, yeah, like real low security prison, I would think. Yeah, it won't be too bad. Will he get beat up in prison? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, BNB. That does look pretty good for a short. Based at, oh yeah, that looks voluptuous. Oh, that looks good. I mean, I don't think they could get it. I don't think they'll be able to get it up to like frickin'. I mean, look at these EMA lines. I mean, that wick, right? Yeah, I would just go with that wick. Get a 101, a simple 101 right there. That is, yeah. I mean, you could go a little bit, yeah. Something around there, over, yeah, 652 I would go. But yeah. I want to look at Matic versus ETH. Now this one is where it could go lower, but I don't know if it will go that much lower. I don't know. I want to also look at ApeCoin. I mean, so far you're fretting better than some other things. I mean, you're still above the low of April 13th here. Does this hold that low? I have no idea, but I think it might. It definitely looks better in some other things. 5-day and the weekly are decent. 2-week could get a trigger wave soon. So I wouldn't count out ApeCoin completely just yet. It probably looks atrocious against ETH though. Yeah, coming back down. Hopefully could hold that low. I don't know if he will though. Ape versus Bitcoin. Oh god, that daily. Let's see here. That one worked out well. That one worked out well. That one worked out well. Wow, it's like 100% hit right there with that blood diamond on a daily. Maybe it brings us back down. We'll see. So yeah. But yeah, I think it's still a more bearish environment. It probably will be for at least a few more weeks. Could be up to a month or maybe a little bit more than that. But we will see. We will see. I mean, the thing with Powell is like, if you go on the Fed Watch tool, I know it's going to tell you. It tells you now that November is the where is it here? So 99% chance of a pause tomorrow. It tells you that June 90% chance of a pause. This is just a long freaking pause. you know, July 75%. So I think July, this could change. Like, I think July is in the cards. September is kind of almost 50-50 with a 10% chance at 2 rate cuts by then. So September, I mean, I don't know if I would really think, I think there's a lot of uncertainty right now, and a lot of what determines when they will pivot will have to do with what the market does over the next month, I'd say. So if we do move lower over the next month for S&P 500, we go up to 480, and unemployment rises as well, which I think it probably will, whenever those metrics come out, those next metrics come out. So yeah, let's see here. And probably not going to stay on to see the Amazon close until 4 p.m. But, you know, I mean, think there's going to be more blood ahead. That's just my opinion here. How about the Russell 2000? This looks atrocious. It's not a 3-week, yeah. Let's get that out of there. That's, yeah, if you lose that area, then that's that big range here for this pile of garbage, the Russell 2000. I think this has a lower market cap than Apple, somebody told me. That's that big range. Maybe you come back. God, this thing has been... Let's see here. Miami housing, let's see. Still at that high. We'll see what happens here. Maybe we come down a little. Oh man, oh man. Just trying to think here. Cardano is definitely one I want to look at. Losing that area. I mean, your next big place around 40 cents. Tested it there. I would imagine you'd pull out that low, unless this VWAP could come up and give us that trigger wave before that happens. But I think it would take longer. Like, I think we're looking at end of May, early June. I think it would take longer. So we got to keep that in mind. Thing here is if that weekly does come into all grays, then it could be more of a bottom signal rather than, rather than what happened over here. That was a nightmare in February. So yeah. Big area against ETH. I have no idea if you'll hold, but it looks like you might. Definitely might. It seems like Cardano never fails to kind of disappoint sometimes. Bitcoin, Cardano, I mean, if it holds against ETH, it probably still could bleed against Bitcoin more. That pocket would be big down there. Again, I think that the main thing, that weekly is good though. That weekly is decent. That's a bull div too. Yeah, but that 2-week would be better. The weekly is good. The 2-week would be better. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking right now. Weekly good. 2-week better. Are we moving lower? Are we making lower lows? Oh. Yes, we are. So yeah, that 15-minute didn't really give you what you wanted. We're getting the jump there, so this could be, if you get the next 15-minute bull div, that could be a nice scalp or something, potentially. Hmm. Hmm. 30-minute bull div so far that didn't play out too well. If we're going to regulars, and Market Cipher gives you a lot of stuff here with the I'm trying to think if you wanted to. I mean, from there you could try to bet back up to VWAP. That's a decent risk, 1.5 to 1. If you do, I mean, I don't think it's going to take a little bit longer to go back to freaking 57, I would assume, but yeah. This is the place you'd bounce. Yeah, those previous lows right there. That would be definitely the place you'd bounce. On that 4 hour, the 50. When was it? Oh, yeah, okay, about 10 days ago. Definitely got to see. I think with these earnings and stuff, I don't know. I don't know if I'd necessarily want to 59.5. Yeah, I mean, if people talk about like we need to hold this, we need to hold that in the daily, I think it is important, but yeah, you could close a candle above it on the daily and come up a little bit. Then you could just reject from VWAP or something. You could do this, and then over next week, it could easily happen. So yeah. The thing too, guys. Oh yeah, this is important. So looking at the 2-day, and you're probably gonna. Let's see when. Okay, yeah, sometime in May, I would assume, in a few weeks probably, you would get in the grays on these EMAs. Every time you have gone in the grays on these EMAs, I'm talking all in the grays, not freaking like just half-ass in the grays, but all in the grays. It was in a bull market, in a general uptrend, other than a bear market year, it brings you up when you come back into the brights. Yeah, that's the main thing here. Like, you wait and then you come back in the brights. So you come back in the brights here. You got out at 42K. You got back in at 48K. That's good. No, I'm just kidding. But aside from that kind of bull market, and I'm sure there's some people that have some pretty good like longer term strategies with this. I'm probably explaining it badly right now, but if you look at like for everything outside of like the bear market years, I would argue here that was 2019. But I mean, as you came in here, as you confirmed in here, that was not a bad place to get in. 8,000 was not a bad place to get in by any means. If you don't count pandemic, it wasn't bad at all. But in the bear market year, great place to get out. But wait until the bull market years. So if we do come into the gray, that would be probably the place to start, to be getting in, So yeah, and it would make sense. I mean, just looking at the way these EMAs go, you come into the grays, price comes down, all this, somewhere of that nature, end of May, beginning of June, if I had to guess. What was the news regarding marijuana regulations? Oh, is this yeah. I used to have this stock back in like 2017, 2018. I had this. I sold. I think I sold around here, 15 or so. I had a good, it was a big place. It was a big place right there. Around 15. Right around there. Big area. What the hell is this going to do? It's probably going to come up higher, I would assume. I mean, the fundamentals are on your side. Marijuana stocks, But I mean, yeah, you got some stuff on your sides now. Let's see here. Okay, so if we're trying to retrace to that's, yeah, 715 is probably important to mark out. And we're going for the big guns here. We're trying to double our money. Yeah, you might be able to get to that 715 again, maybe in the next year or two. Once once people start buying the marijuana and stuff that becomes legalized, they'll probably be sometime in 2025. Do you guys think it's going to be on the ballot in Florida, I believe, but I'm not sure if it'll get the 60% required to pass. There's a few other states that may legalize it. I think mainly it's the voting of it or whatever. Let me just see here. I guess we could Google it. Just before I do that, how are these holding up? Okay, not awful. 2 point, yeah, okay, so. Let's see here. I don't know. Next states to legalize marijuana. I think I Googled this before, yeah. So that is, what was the news that happened? No, there's not much. Not much. Florida. Is Florida gonna do it? Let's see. Yeah, obviously Democrats are more into it, but one of the first states to do it was Alaska. I mean, of course they probably need it up there. It's so depressing. Not much else to do. I don't know. I'm not assuming this is going to be a high turnout election. I'm not assuming that we're going to see the same turnout that we saw, which I would assume would probably help Trump in the state of Florida. But in terms of passing marijuana legalization, I don't think you're going to get there yet. Oh, you were growing it, Clay the Great? Oh, boy. Yeah, I mean, you got to make sure I don't even know, how the laws are, but yeah, CGC or C, what is that coin? CGC? Oh yeah, CGC. Did pump hard. I mean, that's just no man's land right there, guys. I mean, it really, $1 billion market cap. What was, jeez. Yeah, this is just, I mean, you'll probably keep going, I would assume, if more stuff comes out in terms of states trying to legalize the Mary Jane. Sam got a 4-month sentence. Yeah, you mean CZ, not Sam Bankman-Fried. He got 20-something year, 25 years. So yeah. Oh. Yeah, 59.9. So we have lost 60K, guys. We've now lost 60K. I would imagine that we would get a little bit of relief here. Coming into U.S. market close, I don't know if I would take it. Yeah. How many years do you think Sam Bankman-Fried would have got if he lawyered up, shut the hell up, got, acted like a normal person in his case? I would assume probably 5 to 10 years, maybe even less. It's like he wanted to get the most amount of time. what is like down a lot? Let's see. I mean, oh yeah, helium's still up on the 7-day. That had a nice run up. Actually, I want to look at helium because that got wrecked. Yeah, now you're coming back to reality a little bit. Some of these could have, like, I would imagine that this may just retest the lows or something. That's what I would kind of imagine, yeah. Just maybe retesting the lows, then you recover. Could have bottomed out. A few of these could have. Yeah, we could look at XRP. I don't think it's... What is XRP? I've never heard of it. Never heard of this coin. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't think it looks that great, but it could hold these levels. I have no clue. This thing isn't even relevant anymore. No one cares about this. This is boomer stuff. It's like these people that invest in Berkshire Hathaway, man. You know. 3. High anchor waves, yeah. I mean, this is like just has no volatility, but yeah. Bitcoin to 50K, okay. Oh, H bar, we didn't look at it today, but I've been keeping my eye on it. I mean, it did jump higher. Now it's back down. You know. Yeah, that 5-day, man. Yeah. I would imagine you'd probably come back to this level, potentially coming back to 6 cents or something. You probably would keep 6 cents. That's not bad against Bitcoin at all right now. I don't have a problem with how this looks. Definitely, I've seen worse. I've seen worse things. Let's see here. Been on about an hour. Not too much else to really look at. If you guys are interested, check out the Discord down below. Really appreciate if you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want 1 free month in the exclusive VIP Discord channels. If you sign up to any of the links down below, Bybit, you could get the free $100 airdrop, and you deposit at least $100 into any of the exchanges. I'll give you 1 free month in the Discord. Just open a support ticket with your UID and the exchange you signed up for. Just go here in the free Discord, click on support ticket, and open a ticket, and we'll get you sorted. So yeah. Let's see here, Apple. Yeah, we looked at Apple. I almost want to stay on for 25 more minutes for the for Amazon earnings, but I want to go to the gym and do some other stuff. So yeah, it is what it is. But if we look at ETH and Bitcoin at the moment, I mean, ETH, you didn't quite hit that. Oh, actually, I want to look at ETH versus Bitcoin. Ethereum versus Bitcoin, which is a that is a big spot. You might not even take out that low on ETH that you almost took out on Bitcoin here. It is holding up strong. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens on that 15-minute. It probably could be a decent, if you could, 12-minute is usually pretty good too. That's probably already given you, no, it's not giving you the bull div, not yet. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to get off. Check out the Discord. Check out the exchanges down below if you want to trade. I've worked out some good deals for you guys down below, so check that out. And yeah, have a good one. Smash the like.